All right. You have to go out and lay down.
You're so mean.
Well, I tried. I did try. Can't kill me for trying. I haven't figured it out yet. How we doing? I know, Kelly. I'm sorry. Sorry, Erica. Sorry, Marie. I didn't mean to call you out. I mean, we'll chat. It's cool. I'm trying to work on presenting. Worth a try, right? I'm trying to work on presenting and letting it be heard where you can hear it. And for some reason, when I share a screen with you guys, you can't hear it. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. So as I learn this technology, we'll have to learn together, I guess, or just bear with me. How am I, Marie? I'm doing pretty good. Oh, you sit at church. You know what? I've been to some churches, and sometimes, no, most of the time, the music's amazing. Baptist churches rock. Been to all kinds of churches, but I love a church that brings. Hi, Missy. I love a church that brings in good music, that does a lot of music. Did you have a busy day? I had a busy day. My day started out really good. I woke up and I checked my turkey. I told a lot of people that I was going to do turkey, and I decided I needed some stuff for the turkey, and I wasn't going to do like Thanksgiving turkey yet. Me and my wife were going to go and get ourselves our new turkey that we won in points. And hey, Bobby, you had a busy day too, right? Man, at least I know that when my day's busy, everybody else has a busy day too. So we wound up going to the store. And did you guys ever go to your local supermarket and you wish you didn't go? I went and I was all happy. I was going to vlog the trip. Well, I vlogged it. I put it up there still. But I do like to go around and show everybody like what we're doing. Maybe there's a price or a setup or a brand that you guys all like or maybe never heard of, and then you ask me later. So, strolling through a supermarket. Could it be boring? Probably. But it's not boring if you're filming it. So, yeah, I was going through there, and, like, they had nothing. Nothing. Zero. Nothing was organized. It was a Sunday. It was sort of like I went in there and had all these plans, and there's Mama. Mama loves to be on camera.
Oh, yeah. PJs.
Bobby, there's somebody floating
God.
around. Somebody's floating around, Bobby. So, oh, you got to go tomorrow, Erica? But yeah, it was kind of like a bummer because I wanted to go in, get all my stuff for doing the turkey tonight. It totally changed up. So, wound up, though, seeing one little area. They had the steaks, and here in South Jersey, we're real close to Philadelphia. Philadelphia is the home of the cheesesteak, and I just got inspired to make cheesesteaks. Man, they were good. They were real good. So, what do you want to? Oh, you're going to film it, Kelly? See, that's awesome. Oh, Bobby says it wasn't the same woman he saw the other day. He said, Bobby, she said, I'll give him a woman. We won't spread that rumor. But Kelly, I suggest it. Go ahead. They might come up and say don't film. They might come up and get on your film. So take a chance. What's up, Deep? Hey, Bobby, when you share your screen, does it cancel out sound? What's up, White Tupac? That's the same woman, Bobby. Can't get me there. Afternoon, Melanie. Just let me know, Bobby, if sharing a screen you can't have sound. If there's a way to turn the sound on, I need to know. I meant to look at some YouTube, but I haven't been on YouTube too much. I saw the thing that happened in Texas. I have family in Texas. We have YouTubers down in Texas. We have YouTubers that went down near Texas. Oh, that's okay then, Bob. And it just really hit home that stuff's happening out there, man. Kiss your wife, kiss your husband. Always tell them that you love them, because you never know what can happen. So I did do that little bit of a quick. Yeah. You know what? Bobby sent me a pair, and we're supposed to do a live stream together. Oh, we won't go into that. How you doing, Miss Sprinkle? Good to see you, girl. And I just subbed to you. I think that's really funny because all this time, I'm thinking the Sprinkles. You're always there. I'm never putting, one foot in front of the other. So when I saw that you came up, that you had your own channel, I did sub you. So I think you subbed me. And then I was like, what? Duh. So, we got to look. We got to look. Oh, I can stand up and get out of the way.
No, I don't want to.
Oh, no. Anyway, so Tammy, that's so cool. Yeah, Harry say it isn't so. Bobby sent me a pair of pink thong panties. And me and Bobby, Tammy's husband, we're going to do a live stream. Thong panties. No, we're not. Tammy seems to think it's a little bit different. So anyway, yeah, I'm working on it. I'm gonna have to figure out because I see that people put stuff up. People put stuff up, and you can hear their share screen. So I gotta figure that one out. Anybody have anything cool happen to them today that I don't know about? You could tell me. I won't tell anybody. I won't let it get out at all. Tammy, oh, what's up? Hi, girlfriend. Yeah, I messed up. What did I mess up earlier? I had something on my mind, and then my mind fell out of my brain cavity, which tends to happen. I will be having pretty soon. I will be having a maybe a little live guitar session. I'm getting my fingers ready. That'll come up probably in less than a month. So we'll start having little things to do with that. And I do have. I call that's crazy, Harry. Wait. What does that mean, CRS? I am terrible with the letters. I don't know the. I call that crate. I don't know. I'm sorry. I lose it. I lose it. There's my son, big fella. That was little H. He's going by, and he went by again. So, did you guys have anything crazy happen today? Any news? Notes? I saw you there, Top Gun. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I saw that, Marie. I saw that, Marie. A different Marie fan left something on my channel, left me a little goodie. So, Marie, you get to be my first. How should I say it? I won't even say it. But you're my buddy. I did sub to you, and somebody must be going around on your channel doing something. So I figured I'd let you bring it up. Now I got it, Mad Missy. CRS, can't remember shit. Down with that. Good old Crosby in the house. So no sooner do I get done doing all the cooking and stuff. You can come on. You want to come and say hi? No sooner do I get done doing the cooking, and I saw that thing pop up on Texas. So, what's up, Barrow Boy? Yeah, that was my son. I'm trying to get my son to come on. He's a gentle giant. He's a big fella, and he's only 14, but he's already a wonderful young man. I'm very proud of him. Gentle giant. Barrow Boy Woods, I'm glad you popped back, buddy. I'm working on the technologies. What are you going to do? And Marie, listen, here, PM me. Let me know that stuff because I'd rather you PM me behind the scenes and tell me something or let me text you. But I certainly don't want names thrown around up in here, and I love you to death. I love Marina to death. But if you guys want to uh, let me know behind the scenes. All right. Let's chit chat about less stuff than that, if you don't mind. I'm gonna hook you up. I totally get it. Yep. But that's what happens, and we ain't gonna do that here. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Come on in, Buster. I think when Sean calms down, he'll be all right. It's a mad, 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 mad world out there, right? And you got to swim upstream constantly, just like in regular life. Don't even get me wrong, Marie. Cool that you talked to me about it, but we all have, ways. If you want to go into my about page and hit me with that, no problem. I surprised? I sure was, but I had a feeling of what was going on, and it's all good. So I'm good with you, girl. I have to earn my way into your lives as much as you have to earn your ways out of mine. So all's good. What's up, Pick? What's up, brother? Um, those things there. There's just little back doors. We can talk to each other about that stuff. Pick or Rick, I'm glad to see you come in. To have Bobby and Pick here at the same time is nice. Did you rest up from your your live stream, Peppers? I know I saw you for a little bit this morning, and then I had to run out. We did some shopping. So I'm going to figure it. I'm going to figure out how. Once I figure out how to screen share and have sound, then I got more tricks up my sleeve. But I'll get it. I will get it. I didn't have a chance to watch my YouTube tutorials today. And that's one thing I like to do. I almost like to figure out things. Um, going on the hunt. I like to find out things on the hunt. I'm real tired, Pick. I'm tired. Tomorrow I got to get up extra early and make sure I'm ready for. We got some brush removal to do, truck and trailer stuff. Maybe a little bit of using the old chainsaw. But I got a helper that's going to help me, so that's good. Hey, it's been like 6 months since I could do physical labor, so the last month I've been able to start getting out 1 to 3 days a week, getting the old bones going again. Try and get in the back to feeling a little bit healthier than I did. I actually started going up to our local rec center. They have a free gym I get to use, and I'm going to be doing some vlogs about that equipment that I'm going to be using too. So we got stuff coming that way. Oh, um, I was looking into some way to share a little bit more on the diabetes too. So I saw a lot of people gave me ideas on my message page, on my about page, and I would like to say that I think it was, a success because I get diabetic magazines. I'm always looking on YouTube about diabetes. I'm type 2, and I think I'm going to have a little niche of having talks about diabetes. And I know maybe half of you on here probably don't even have diabetes, so, but I'm letting you know that that's going to be something in my repertoire. Diabetes and oh, guess what, Marie? I had my leg go backwards, like my knee, like my ankle touched my butt, and my other leg went down the steps. And as I went down, I ripped my thigh. I actually tore my thigh, the top here, right there, and woo, that hurt. Hi, Mrs. Harry. So Charlie's up in here. So I know who when you. I'll tell you what. I broke plenty of bones. I'd rather break a bone than rip a muscle. I mean, I tore it. You could see the dent. I tore it so bad, and that was back when I was about 22. And boy, did that hurt! It felt like somebody took a red hot poker and just poked my thigh with it. But that hurt real bad. And I was young, and the doctor was like, "You shouldn't be ripping it like this. You're too young." I said, "If you would have seen me go down the steps, my whole leg wanted to keep going behind me as the other part of my whole body wanted to go down the steps. Oich! It hurt." That's right. Melanie's got kitty cats. You guys didn't get to meet the two cats yet. They're a trip. I got a gray and a black. No white. No white on them either. Gray and black. One looks like a panther and one looks like an Egyptian blue. It's really, or yeah, Egyptian blue, something like that. They're beautiful. I'm doing good, Charlie. I'm glad to see you popped in for a little bit. I was doing some testing on some of the live stuff, and I opened up, and now I'm just chatting it through. So for the people who came through, I appreciate it. Russian blue. Thank you, Charlie. I knew it had the IAN at the end. I actually wanted to say Prussian blue, but which might even be close. But what's up, Molly? So I got those two. I got the Jack Russell, and of course we got Rusty. Most of you have met Rusty, I believe. I'm not sure. Rusty's we took him in. He's our pit bull buddy. And can I tell you how much I love pit bulls? I am a firm lover of pit bulls. I love pit bulls. This cat is so cool. He is just a big love muffin. He's about 4 years old. He was bought to stud, and his owner never got a chance. But gosh, he's an awesome dog. He's just a big goofball. Nice as pie. I think my little Jack Russell's like than he is. I mean, my opinion was always that the owner is the one who brings up the dog. The dog doesn't bring up the owner. But man, to have him around and he sits on your lap, he's awesome. We always had big dogs, mutts, but when we got the Jack Russell, he's like smaller than our two cats. So to get a big dog back in, and oh, just so cool, real cool. Bobby, I got to leave a comment. I saw the mower video. I saw it on my phone, and very nice. Hi, Tina. How we doing, sweetie? Lovely's in the house. Yeah, Bobby, you got to do more of them videos, man. That works. That was really cool. Totally cool to see you coming in. I guess what 15 hours. It's 9 here, so another 3. So what is it? Is it almost lunchtime in Japan? I'm not sure. 1 o'clock Japan time tomorrow? Is anybody caught up with their clocks? Have you changed your clocks? Messed with me again. Still, the older I get, the more it messes with me. I used to never feel it when I was younger, but now I feel it. I used to be able to like go right through it and not even tell. Oh, you don't have to go, miss, but that's all right. I just appreciate you coming out and hanging. Oh, I'm getting it good there. I'm learning. That's all cool, miss. Whatever you need to do, sweetie. Yeah, Rick, I didn't change half the clocks yet. Sad to say. And I think the stove is always last because I don't even time stuff when I cook. I just, look at it, pinch it, taste it, and then it's done. I'm good. Just checking up on the. Thanks, Missy. Stop back again. Back to you, sweetheart. I'll tell you what. Oh, that's cool to know. Um, Missy's right on time. She comes right in. Oh, this thing's old. It's my lion. I got that when I was like 15 or 16. It needs to be recolored. It's the only one I got too. The cool thing, there is something cool. What's up, Kentucky Ranger, buddy? Cool thing about this is being, my father has two sons before me. Uh, my blood father, Jim, and he died at 49, same age as me now. But I never got to meet my two half brothers. Were from Savannah, Georgia. Also, the artiste has entered the artiste has entered the room. Um, so I have Jimmy and Timmy. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you got that. 29 decades old, Charlie. But my two brothers were from Savannah, Georgia, and I didn't get to meet them till I was about 16 or 17. And what's up, Michigander? Michigander. I didn't get to meet them ever. As a matter of what's up, 440. As a matter of fact, when I first, I think I only knew of my brothers about a year before I met them, or met my oldest brother. My oldest brother's 56. We had a middle brother, Timmy. He already passed. He was 52 he'd be 52. And so I get a knock at the door, or no, I got a phone call from my father saying, I got somebody coming over. You still on, the street I lived on? I said, yeah, Dad, I'm still here. And he's like, well, somebody's coming over and you'll hear a knock at the door and I want you to answer it. And I'm like, okay, it's my dad. All right, cool. So I was like, who, what? He's like, don't worry about it. You'll know pretty much immediately when you open the door. I'm like, okay, I'm thinking it's like going to be him bringing me a present or something, but I was like 16. So I'm waiting. It's like a half hour. And you hear the knocking. I open the door and my jaw dropped because he looked like my father, younger, and a little bit of me standing right on my front door. So I'm like, whoa, I almost did. If I had to guess, I would have guessed right. I was like just in shock and awe that there's my half brother, and I grew up only child. So I was kind of like touched to begin with. I didn't have no brothers or sisters. So, so I'm all excited. So we get all excited. We go out, we get to know each other a little bit. And then about 4 months, well, whatever it took to get into the summer, here comes my brother Timmy. And he's going to come up from Florida. I mean, he was in Kissimmee, Florida, living there for a little bit with his girlfriend. And they had split up. And here he's going to come up. He was about 19 or 20. My brother was like 22, and I was like 17. So we wait for him to come up. And my brother's like, I got an idea of what we're going to do, but I can't tell you until, Timmy gets here. And you guys, I'm sorry I'm babbling, but most of you know each other. I'm going to try to check you out and see who's coming in and not. But please, by all means, kiss, love, and hug each other. So here I'm like, what's my brother going to do? I mean, all right, he already got me snuck into bars and stuff, so we were doing that already. I couldn't figure out what his, are we going to go up and just buy prep? I don't know what we're going to do. He wouldn't. I tried to get it out of him. He wouldn't tell me. So needless to say, finally, the following night we had to go to Atlantic City Airport to pick up my brother, and we're halfway down the Parkway. And those of you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but from Atlantic City down to Cape May, we have this Parkway, and then the Parkway also goes all the way up to New York. So that's how New Jersey, on that like J of New Jersey, travels. We have a Parkway, and we picked him up. Oh my God, my brother was now looking in between me and my brother. My middle brother was looking between me. So we had my dad, my older brother, which looked like my dad and me, but then we have my older brother and my middle brother that looks like, in between us two. Confusing, right? But it was so cool because like I'm seeing this is my blood, right? So right in the middle of the drive down, we hit a liquor store, and Jimmy goes in and he gets a fifth of somebody. It had I think turkey in it, wild turkey, wild turkey liquor, whiskey, bourbon, whatever, wild turkey, and he got like the fifth or something, like a small bottle. It wasn't the flat bottle, but it was the first bottle that was the round tall bottle. And I'm like, oh, this is what we're going to do. This is what you're going to get my brother Timmy. We're going to get him what? Snockered a little? He's like, nope, Harry, we're going to go get ourselves some tattoos for the moment that we're all living in right now. We're going to have some tattoos. Yes, Melanie. I went, what? And I'm like I'm still living at home with my parents. I'm like, Jim, I can't do this. Harry, you're going to have to wear a long sleeve shirt because we're fixing to do it. I was like, all right, that's what we're doing. So where did this come up from? That came from my three brothers, or my two brothers. One got a panther, one got a leopard, and I got a lion. And that's the name of that story. Just for the tattoo. But how else do you get a tattoo? I had no idea I was going to get a tattoo. And I felt like I was in the Navy, like where, maybe maybe in the Navy, you're sitting on the boat going, what the hell are we going to do? Next time we go on an island, Hawaii or, whatever, Guam, I don't know. You go, thank you, cargo. What do you do when you go on an island? What did the pirates do? The pirates, they got a tattoo from all over the place, wherever they landed, whenever they hit the shoreline, they got a tattoo. So I figured when in Rome, and I'm not talking Rome, Georgia, they were in my Rome. I figured, let's do it. I'm going to get a tattoo. And darn it, for about 3 weeks, I got away with it. My mom never saw it. And I'll never forget, I think I had like a night where I might have been a little partied up or something. And my bathroom was directly across from my room. And then my parents had their own bathroom. So I was kind of lucky in the sense that I could walk catty corner over across and get into my bathroom. And I think I walked out at night, like 2 a.m, not thinking straight. And Melanie Jane, you did okay. I appreciate that. That's all right. So we're going to have to watch that out. That's all right. Have your fun. And I don't know if that's you or not, Marie. So we're going to have to see where this one goes, because I'm a love guy. I love people. And if you got problems in your backyard, girlfriend, you're going to have to tame them shrews. That's all I'm saying. But thank you, Melanie, for that. I appreciate that. All right, Cargo. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I got other wrenches. I know most people don't like wrenches, and the other people usually just think a wrench is cool candy. But I want people that are going to, you know, take care of business, because that's how I do it. I take care of business. You give me a wrench, I'm focused. So, no problem. Whatever you got to do, Marie, just, you know, we don't want that here. It's going to be here whether I like it or not. But I'm letting you know, if you're my people, then make sure, you know, you and your people take care of that, because it's going to happen anyway. But the first thing I'm going to do is, you know, try to solve the problem and not let it follow me around. Miss Savage, oh, good to see you, dear. I'm so I'm so freaking happy you're all in here. It's awesome. So yeah, I walked out of my bedroom to go over to my bathroom, and I think my mother came out her door just to see why I was up or whatever. And there was my tattoo sticking right out. I didn't get punished either. I blamed my brothers. I said they made me do it, and it was summertime, and I was an early out of high school. I was 17 and out. I was my first summer free of high school. I was 17. I was young to graduate. I wasn't 18. I was a year younger. Um, so anyway, that's where that came. And I'll tell you what, they all kind of got mad at me for choosing that one afterwards. Cool, Marie. Uh, because both of them were like, why didn't I pick the lion? I'm older than you. And I was like, because you didn't pick the lion. I figured I'm going to be the lion. And they always held that against me, that I picked the big cat. And it was them that I was last to go. So that was the one cat that was still up there that I was like, the lion looks great. I'm picking the lion. No, thank you, Charlie. I appreciate that. Oh, no, no problem, Kentucky. No problem. Mondays with mom. What is I don't have any idea, because Kentucky Ranger and we're probably about a week or 2 weeks into knowing each other. Um, I wonder if I can Mondays with mom. Is that your channel? Help me out. Let me know. It's so sad. There was a guy. Um, yes, and I am going to tune it in. You got to put out a. You got to put out a all points bulletin. I take I take my little camera on either Facebook or Instagram, and I record a 20-second shout out, and then I put it up live. So even if it's just 20 seconds of, hey, go to this channel, they're on, the show's on. That's just a great way to make sure people hear stuff. Uh, Thank you, Tammy. Tammy said it completely the way it should be. That was very nice, Tammy. Melanie did right. I thanked her too. That's all I care about. You did it the right way. Um, all right, Kentucky. Let me make sure. Let me see something here. I like going live a little bit. Let me see. You guys stand there in the chat for a minute. Let me see. Just want to look something up. Do 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 do. Bear with me. I'm here. I'm just looking something up. Do 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 do. All right. About 3 seconds. Bear with me. I apologize for this, guys. I'm just looking around. I want to do something for my boy. It'll take me less than a minute left. All right, Kentucky, go ahead, buddy. Throw your link up there. I know that was super slow, but I'm not getting fast at this yet. Didn't I put you in? Really? For real? Let me see. Yeah, you, sh you should be good. Did that help you out at all? Kentucky Ranger, I thought I might have just wrenched you, buddy. I got you listed. So eventually, um, you should be able to put a link up. I don't know if you have to go in or out. I thought it would have just changed right over to you, unless that's a different Kentucky Ranger, but your icons match up. Yep. I just gave him a wrench, so I don't know if he has to refresh something on his page. I'll double check it. Let me try it again. Paste. Boom. Now try that. Didn't happen, right? No, it's still not working. I don't know why that's doing that. I'll look into it, Charlie. Hold on. I want to solve why I can't make Kentucky a wrench. It's not making me happy at all. He's on there. Reload. Oh, I see why, maybe. Let's see. That might not have been it, though. It's not letting me do it. Let me put this in and see if that works. All right, I just put in Kentucky Rangers. I just put your link up. That's for your channel, Kentucky. I'll get to the bottom of it. I'll figure out what's going on. I promise you. But I at least put yours up there. So if you want to sub to him, that I can do. Charlie, so you know, if I had to put everybody's link up all the time, you know what I mean? But you can put what's your daughter's? Why doesn't she just come and sub me? Let's just do it that way. All right. That way I know where we're going and we're going in the right direction. It's kind of hard to take care of everybody's wants and needs, especially when I'm just so young at this. That's all. So I'm not happy about that, though. I thought I could make my buddy a Kentucky Ranger. Yeah. So we'll stick with it for now. What's up, Skeeter? How's Florida? Well, see, now I have the same age daughter, and we'll hook our daughters up to do something there and there. But yeah, I don't want to. That's young. It's young. Uh, Go ahead, Mel. Warm and nice in paradise. Awesome. What'd you do, Charlie? Send it in my about box? In my message box? I don't. Let me see. What's it called? What's her? 15 hours ago. Walk. That's not it. What was her channel called? Right. There are a lot. Ton. Right. Looking up, see who I missed. Samantha Gordon. Samantha Gordon. Have her sub to me, Charlie. All right. That's kind of technically what I do anyway. I'd rather people be a sub to me. And then, not that I want an 11-year-old to come in and prove that she's going to be here, but I'm getting to know you. It's cool that way. And I do appreciate that you asked. That's awesome. I do appreciate that. Oz beat Chandy. UKer. Her icon is a brown S. Samantha Gordon. Okay, a brown S. All right, when I see it, we'll take care of it. I got you back, Charlie. I'm starting to learn, in the rules, there's no rule book. for rooms and chats and etiquette. There's just different people, do different things. So uh, I'm sure everybody's going to go in there and like your video gamer for life. 64, of course. Why wouldn't we? Talk to me. I know we would. Everybody here is. We're all likers, not haters. I have a few gamers channels too, and I'll tell you what I'm starting to do. I can't keep up with the game or the chat at two different weight. Like, I either have to focus on one or the other. Catch up work. Especially, I have a few gamer channels that they play first person. My favorite to watch to begin with is first person, not scrolling, not card games or whatever, but anything first person that's ethereal. That you really feel like you're in the movie. I love those. I can put those on and watch them and get some of my chores done. Throw in a comment here and there. I love supporting because I'm a gamer. My son took it from me. He's more the gamer than I am now, but he was raised with me gaming. And then I guess for about the last thing I did was Elder Scrolls online, and I was loving it, but I was getting like wrapped up in it, and it was getting too addictive because I used to be addictive. I'll never forget when I don't know if this is well, it's not showing my age because I was an original Pong player. My dad came home with a Pong. Hi, Mayor. How you doing, doll? Jacqueline, how you doing? I played Pong, and that was really completely boring. That really sucked. It was like $100 for it too, or maybe even more for Pong. It was terrible. And of course, Atari, ColecoVision, Intellivision, all that. Yeah, yes. Any Pong players out there? Pong, anyone? Uh, but I'll never forget. I worked in the arcade, so everything was still pixel, even the Donkey Kong. But does anybody remember Dragon's Lair coming out? I was a teenager when Dragon's Lair came out. Later teen than an earlier teen. But that blew me away. That was like, oh, beer pong, Skeeter Jackson. That game I could play right now. Yeah, Pac-Man was cool. That was awesome. How you doing, Greg? Good to see you, bud. Yeah, that was real cool. But when Dragon's Lair came out, I thought I was watching Disney. Dig Dug, another one. Dig Dug was cool. Dig Dug, nice gamer. I like that. Dig Dug was like one of my secret games. I love that. That Dig Dug was great. But Dragon's Lair was the first. I guess it was a laser disc, and you'd have to memorize the different left, right, up, and down stuff. I don't even think there was a. There might have been a one button, and that was really cool. So, we up on the boardwalk, we had tons of arcades. So I was getting really good at taking a quarter and being on like Defender. I could play Defender and Robotron. Was it Robotron? I think it was called. Well, at least Defender. Frogger, right? I could play Defender all day long. Robotron all day long. And with Sinister, yeah, Sinister was awesome. Gosh, what a subject, huh? Zaxxon, Charlie the Prepper. I had Zaxxon on ColecoVision that was pretty good for at home. ColecoVision was actually that was pretty cool. It had Donkey Kong. It was pretty cool. Two Fam. Hi, Shar. Donkey Kong was cool with the ColecoVision. Joust. Kentucky, I could play Joust on a quarter. But the funniest thing was with Dragon's Lair, it was the first game that you finished. So the quarter didn't buy you another minute. Once you finished Dragon's Lair, it was over. So then came computer hard drive games. And I'll never forget when Wolfenstein 3, the 3D came. Achtung, Achtung. That changed it. I was done. Pinch me, take me out of the oven, whatever. Put me on the meat grinder, slicer. When that first came out, there was a tech buddy of mine at one of the arcades that I didn't work at anymore, but we remained friends. And he's like, Harry, you got to come home and see this game. And I'm like, what? He's like, it's called Wolfenstein 3D or something like that. I forget. I think it was Wolfenstein 3D. And it was the very first person. And I was like, whoa, wow, this is different. Now you're moving through the game this way. You're not going this way or that way. Oh, of course, Return to Castle Wolfenstein. I played all the ones later after that. But what's up, Chef, buddy? Awesome. Pick up a seat. Sit down. Spread the love. I'll never forget. We're in this guy. Well, I say kid because we were kids back then. But he sat me down and he's like, Doom, thank you. Now you're getting to where my heartstrings. He sat me down and he's like, get ready for this. And he turned his lights out. He had stereo speakers. And all we did was play, the Achtung, Achtung. And I was hooked on computer gaming from there on out. So we did Duke Nukem 3D. We did Doom. We did Hexen. We did, there was another one that began. It was Hexen and something else. But it all changed with Half-Life. Then Half-Life came in through the back door. And for the next 15 or 20 years, from the beginning of Half-Life, there wasn't anything I didn't play, but Half-Life changed it for me. That was absolutely a woodshed moment for me. It was ethereal. It had a story. The graph, yeah, 486 DX2, right? Sound Blaster car. That was awesome, man. Oh, and that was 25 years ago. But it was so cool, man. And the cool thing was I got my wife hooked on. Once I got Half-Life, I showed her. The Wolfenstein and Doom, and she was hooked. We used to have to fight over that when we first started dating. Me and my wife fought over the computer of who would get it. And it was turn the lights out, put the stereo on. It wasn't the graphics of like your latest like I don't know if PlayStation and Xbox were even out yet. I don't think they were. It was more like Sega Genesis might have been out, and man, when Half-Life hit it though, that was it. I was done. Put me to bed. I was Leisure Suit Larry. Come on, did you play it? I only watched one or two people play it before. I never even owned it, but I did see some of it. And Mel's here. And I'll never forget when I beat the game of Half-Life that I was on cloud nine. I was on cloud nine. I couldn't. It was such a. I felt like I won something. Roger Wilco. See, Kentucky Ranger, man, we know. You and I, you're hitting all that stuff. I'm glad to see you, Cheryl. I loved your show with Chef Tovia. It was awesome. I watched. I just love what you guys do over there. They have a wonderful show. And everybody, check each other out if you don't already know. But you guys almost, to me, look like pretty much know a little bit of each other. I'm glad to see you in here, Mel. Good to see you, buddy. And then it was funny, once I got into having the business, I guess Harry would have been about six to 8 years old. He's 14 now, and I walked away from gaming just as he was getting into it enough to play my older stuff, and he's into it now. My son's amazing with the games. Even the oh, okay, Daryl. My apologies. That's all good. At least you're honest. It's awesome. I'm glad to see you too, Mel. My 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 New York dude. It's all good. We're talking about some old style gaming here, up till the present, and I kind of got into it like the last 2 years off and on. I went and got PlayStation Live or whatever that is, the special PlayStation PS4 thing, and I was doing an amazing run on Elder Scrolls Live on the internet, and that was pretty cool. That was like a whole other new experience because I'm missing a whole gap now. The last 8 years, there's been so many cool games that are out that I'm living through my son now, watching them. And just like I'm pulling out my guitar to play, I'm going to have to make a choice on whether or not I want to jump back into the gaming too, because there's gamer channels I like, and I love watching them. Somebody right now is playing. I think it's Noble Gamer Girls playing. It's number 3 or 4. It's Dog Nabbit, and I have the game. It came with my PlayStation 4. If somebody says it, what's the game that comes with PlayStation 4? And it's like a third or fourth edition of it. And she plays it pretty good. It's pretty intense. So I'll put that on, and I'll be doing some of my writing, or I'll be checking up on my phone, and I put a gamer's channel on, and I see people. Love you, Lulu. I see her around, and it's cool to see people that are in the game rooms. I can't like be around to go to all the gaming channels because I don't know enough about them anymore. But I'll learn them. It's all good. What's that? Yeah, Xbox 360, One, PS3. Yeah, he's got. They're going to be collector's items. I have an original ColecoVision still at my parents' house. I still have it. It's up there. Don't know if it works, but I have it in its box in the attic, and the attic is not temperature controlled, but it's not damp. It's good. Um, I have a couple cool old games that I'm glad I held on to. I used to have a game called Dark Tower. That was really cool. That was a mid 80s game, early 80s. What else? Oh, it kills me because my memory's so bad that when I do want to, I can only remember stuff in spurts. But when I don't need to remember it, I remember it. And then when I want to talk about it, I'm like, "Durr." I can't remember it. It stinks. I wish I could remember half of what I forgot. Right? So, anyway, now that I'm living it through my child, it's actually more exciting because I don't have the pressure of having to remember everything. I don't have to do all the tricks. I can watch him play, and he's awesome. Although most of the time he doesn't like me watching him play. I have to sneak a watch. 14 years old. You don't want your dad looking over your shoulder while you're playing a game, unless we play together, which we do that. We play split screen. Um, there's a couple of games we like. All the war games. Well, I like them. Uh, what is it? Call of Duty. That's fun to play. Split screen's pretty cool. If I would have had this stuff when I was little, I'd have been hooked. If I would have had a cell phone when I was little, I'd have been hooked. I'd have been the same one on there doing this because you can't say no to it. Everybody, people are walking. Last summer, I was putting up with people walking at the corner, coming from the corner to go to another corner, and they're on their phone. Just keep okay. So you give them maybe a benefit of the doubt. But when people are on their phones, walking between cars coming out in the middle of the block, I want to get out and punch them in the nose. I can't stand it. I cannot stand people that walk and poke with their, sit down on a curb, sit down on a bench and poke. But when you're walking down the street with your head down like this and going like this, you're going to bump into something. Maybe not that day, but you are going to bump into something. And it might hurt, or it might kill you, or it might hurt somebody else, or it might kill somebody else. So please, lift your head up, put your phone in your back pocket for a little bit, walk a little, you know, unless you're vlogging. Isn't that terrible? I can admit I have a double standard, but when I'm vlogging, I'm looking around, I'm checking out my surroundings. So anyway, Red Dead Redemption, I played that. Kentucky, stop it. Stop it. You agree? I'm a beauty consultant. Wait a minute. For real? Don't be pulling my leg. Here he is. Come on in. He won't come in. I don't get it. So look, if somebody want to stop up for a second, I'm here. We got some viewers. I was doing a little bit more testing out, but if you guys would like to come up, just type in a Y. Type a Y in, and I'll send you a link. Y for why not? Who wants to come up? If not, that's fine. I get it. It's cool. No pressure. But just type a Y in there, and I'll bring you up for a little bit. Oh yeah, right. It's all good. I'd like to have you up, Chef. As a matter of fact, that would be so cool if you would come up. You know, I did have a one-on-one with Mel. I had a one-on-one with Tina. Then I had the Picker Rick bunch up. Yeah, go ahead. I got the Picker Rick bunch up. All three plus Picker Rick came up. Country Girl. I had Drunken One up. You know, further when they were right before they were going to shoot their live. So that was really cool. I had Tina, Lovely Kid Japan up, and we got to know each other. That's what I want to do. So Chef, that would be cool. I'd like to get the. I'm not coming up unless Melanie's coming up. Mega Fred Zeppelin, rock the mother on. Look, none you guys are fine. No pressure. I just figured Chef would have been cool to get up here just to shoot it while we could do it. But what up? What up? What up? We got a little crazy there talking about old games, but I am kind of partial to that. But you could even start talking about old guitars too. I love my old guitars. It's all good that way. Mute microphone. Yeah, I guess that wouldn't have hurt me either. Melanie, have you ever been up live? I'm just curious. Come on up, Chef. Want me to shoot it to you? If we ever got Melanie up here, that'd be cool because she has a blue rose or a blue carnation or something. That means she'll come up and she'll just talk with a mic. She won't put her face. I will, bud. Like I said, put a Y when you're ready, Chef. Put a Y when you're ready. 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 Come up. A blue rose. Okay, I got it right. Mary, I sent something out on that. It bummed me out to see that down in Texas. I don't, I could have got into it. I could. Ooh, it killed me. It killed me to see it because I've been watching channels forever. I've been watching YouTube for almost as long as it's been out. I've had my YouTube channel since 2012, and 2008 I had for 4 years a put a video up for Texas. I can, but you might not hear it. I'll see if I can find something. I I can put a video up, but you won't be able to hear it. I don't know how to turn on the sound for a video yet. I could see if I could find something. But that's a bummer. I don't want to get too bummed out yet. I have I have family down there, and um, nobody was hurt. But I know we have family in New York on the last New York tragedy, and I needed to just throw out a video. Oh, yeah, I needed to throw the video out there that we all just do a 1-minute love video and send it to our friends in Texas. But it's so sad. This is the only place I get to go where we try not to talk about sadness, and I know it comes up. But I've been watching many different channels. I've unwatched many different channels. There's a channel, The Young Blanks. I used to watch them, and then as I saw politics get in the way, they turned. So I stopped watching them because they changed with the tide. But there are crazy things going on in the world, and keep your eyes open, keep your nostrils nice and clear so you can smell what's coming around the corner, and be very leery and protective. What's up, Harold? But yeah, I get you, Mel. But oh, you mean the video I did? Me, not a video of it. Okay, well, I could do that, but you won't hear it. That's the only problem. I'm sorry, sweetie. I thought you meant like go out and find one. See, I'm terrible. I stink at this. But I understand what you're saying. The problem is, I don't know if you'll hear it. I could try. Let me see. I'm looking. So we got it with that one. Unmute it. And then we go down to there. Screen share. So this was the video right here. I have it so it's up. Let's see if we can hear it. I'll play it. All right, Chef, it'll be coming right up. You probably can't hear it, right, folks? Here it comes, chef. Five, four, three, two, one. There it is, chef. Could you see it? There it is, chef.
Hey.
I'll be right there. Just got to shut that one down.
You like that?
There we go. That was me. Sorry, I'm here. No. Thank you, Melanie. I tried. I did try. When I saw it, you know, it just broke my heart because it doesn't matter if it's church, it doesn't matter if it's a school, it doesn't matter if it's somebody's home. People kill people, guns don't. And somebody went Lulu. So anyway, good to see you, Creative Michelle. Appreciate you stopping on by. I know H-Top, you're going to have to teach me something. Somebody's going to have to teach me something. The blue rose of Australia. Michelle, I get a lot of people that like to see our beach, and you know, I'm proud to show it. So I'm going to do more because I get my happiness down there. That's where I can clear my head out and refocus. I love it. So I appreciate that you like it because I like to have a reason to go down there and hang out. Thanks, Miss Mel. Harold, you're down in Texas. Okay. Well, if you want to let the chat know a little about what you know, I'm okay with it. When I first saw it, I had a few people hit me back saying, you know, thanks, they didn't know. So I'm thinking, oh, everybody's going to know this within 5 minutes. And people were actually, you know, happy that I did do you know, a love for Texas. It was only like 2 minutes, but I felt like I needed to do that. And I can't always do it. I lost my aunt in 9/11 and first tower. And so since 9/11, I've lived it and seen it all. So I'm not surprised with what happens. I won't be surprised that it doesn't go away. But all my prayers go to, you know, New York just got hit. Now Texas. Who knows where it's going to be next? That's the game they're playing. And it actually brings me down a little. And I don't mean to be down in front of you guys, but I'm like any normal person. I'm sick of it. Totally sick of it. Somebody wrote a comment today too that oh yeah, see, they were lucky. I had 4 relatives that were supposed to be there: aunt, uncle, and 3 of them couldn't make it into work that day, and the one that had the day off, who I lost, went in to just tie some things up before she had a brunch or a lunch date. She just figured she'd run in, tidy up a few extra things, and then run back out and then enjoy a 3-day or whatever, a 2-day off. She had 2 or 3 days off, and she chose to go in and she didn't come out. I also had an uncle that was working on. We had a ship that came up and sunk another ship overseas. And my uncle's a New York-based lawyer, and he's a maritime lawyer for the United States government. And he was working on something overseas where he couldn't get back home. So then I had my other aunt who was sick that day, and I had an uncle that had car problems. So 3 of them that were supposed to go in didn't make it in out of the grace of God, and the one out of the 4 that had the day off decided to go in, tidy up, and she didn't come back out. That happens. That's the dice you roll. It's the luck of the draw. So what are you going to do? And it carried on in our family for a long time. It wasn't just that day, and it wasn't a year after. It messed with some people mentally, physically, and financially throughout all the veins of my family. So just that one incident really, and I'll tell you what, the ones that didn't make it in that day actually held it harder. Probably because that they should have been there, I guess, type thing. But caused a divorce out of it on one side. So it's crazy how this stuff works, man. None of our actions ever just, reciprocate between the 2 people doing the actions or the one person doing the action to the other. And I never get how we were born to love. We weren't born to hate. We were born to kill, but to get our food. And that's about it. And if we did kill something, we made great use of it. We ate the whole thing from, top to bottom, and we used every part of the animal. We were born to go get our food, not to go to McDonald's and eat. And that's where this comes from. We were born to learn how to survive. We were born to survive. But when you get all caught up in just the rat race of it and get comfortable in a bad or a good way, it can come back to get you. Me too, Charlie. Me too. We can have a whole discussion on that. Trust me. And I would rather be in the right frame of mind for that. But yes, I would rather have a discussion not on the internet. I'd rather have a discussion with 25 people in a room and face to face, because it's easy for all of us to get on here and say whatever we want. But there's a lot of things that didn't, in my opinion, line up right. Let's just say that. So anywho, but it would be fun. I mean, it would definitely be. Absolutely, Cher. Absolutely. What's up, Graham? Holla back. What's up, Chef?
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing, my man. Nothing. You are going on. You're going on live with Big H.
Well,
and you're very happy about it.
I'm outside matching the darkness here, so can't anybody see me right now.
Is that a reflection of me? No, man, love at you, man. Good to have you.
Thanks for having me. Hey, everybody in the room.
We got the chef up there. Grim Reaper just walked in, so I wanted to say hi to him. Two family, yeah. Sure, do what you got. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Do what you got to do. I'm fine with that. It's no problem because I'm a strong believer. I support our vets, and I don't care if you were in a car accident and have PSTD, or you were in the service, or you were a cop. It's real. and as long as it's diagnosed correctly, and you got a good support group, you can get through it. So
Definitely.
not a problem there. Um, yeah, it's funny. I feel like we have still, no matter when I see it, we have our connection for Jersey.
Definitely. I must been
I
up there.
always, I always feel like that. Like I'm almost like, yeah, another Jersey boy in the house.
So did they ever do anything with the casinos up there in Atlantic City yet? Like the Rebel and all of them?
Did I hear what?
Do you know if they did anything with the old casinos up there yet? Like the Rebel?
No, no, I don't. That's almost something. My wife is she loves the One Armed Bandit. She likes the free booze. Um, I'm not quite, I'm not quite I don't pay too much attention to them unless I am going there. I watch the bands, and I will
Yeah.
play a little. I'll play enough to get the free booze, but then I carry my drink, watch the
Mhm.
band, then I go over, spend about $2 to $5 in the machine, wait for my free drink, and then I go
Yeah.
back over and watch the band. But the good news is Tracy always wins. I mean, pretty much, knock on wood, she goes in and we come out okay. Very rarely do we break under even. So we could spend a whole night there. It's no problem. But I
My
don't.
man,
Are
I
you
need to come
talking
up
about?
with
You
10
heard?
grand and see how much luck she can come up with.
Yeah. Um, is there stuff I should know about, or are you talking about since you've been here? Have they changed it up?
Yeah, since I've been there. I've been gone now almost 3 years. And when I got up there, it was like 2013 ish.
Okay.
And they had just opened the Rebel Casino. And then they just shut it down like months afterwards.
Yeah, that one didn't. That one I have to find out if Trace knows what. There's another one there that my friends just went to, and that's how bad I am. I don't. It
There's the
begin.
Taj Mahal, the Trump
No,
Tower.
no. It begins with an
Uh,
M. I mean, it's 45 minutes away.
I know what
Trace,
you're talking about.
Trace. She might be watching her show. It's the Oh, it'll hit me when my brain cells come back together.
Yeah.
Um, um, I don't get up there much. One thing we used to do, a cool little story, is a buddy of mine when we used to work, and we would have like a hard month or two. We'd somehow get this look, and we would look at each other, and one of us would either look at each other and say, 50 on red. And that was the sign to just put all the tools away, lock everything up. And we would go up there just for the heck of it, maybe bang out, a smoke or two, and walk up. And he'd take 50, I'd take 50. He'd put it on red, I'd put it on black, or vice versa. And we would sit there and just keep winning. One of us would win. So we would stay there and drink all day, and then eventually we would kind of go off to our own games and play. But that was probably I played in the casinos a little. Gosh, we're even going way back to the what was the showboat? Remember
Yeah.
that? Right? We
Right
played at the
before you shut
showboat. We
down.
played at Trump Plaza. Um, we even used to have the Playboy Casino, but that was gone by mid '90s.
Yeah. I ain't never seen that one.
They were good times. They were good times.
But I mean, even
Um,
now, casinos, they changed it up. Everything's all digital. You don't get to hear the coins hit the machine anymore. You know, the old days, you put everything in the coins into the slots. It's not
yep.
like that anymore up there.
Nope. It's all credits on your card, right?
Mm-hmm.
Charlie, I'm in Wildwood, uh, dead center. Cape May is the next town right below me, and that's it. We're all on the water. We're right on the little bubble. Wildwood and Cape May are the last two towns, and then you're going either over to Delaware or over to England. One of the two. Yeah, and I knew I went to ACC there. So I would have to do some of my college time taking the bus from Wildwood all the way up to Atlanta. I took algebra. I took English 2 up there. I took some of my developmental courses before I started. And Chelsea Pub, do you remember that?
I never heard of that.
That was like a little pub right off the strip, a little bit west. So like if you were facing all the casinos, that's facing east.
Mhm.
So if you came up a block west, the Chelsea Pub, there was also the Boardwalk Bar and Grill. Those 2 places were my hangouts. I also studied acting there at Weiss Baron Ryan there and in New York.
Nice.
So I did spend, yeah, it was cool. I went to acting classes in school before I went to college. I went to college, I was 25, I guess, 24, 25. I decided to do it. But I just got the 2-year degree. I didn't get 4. I didn't get 4 in there. But so what'd you do today? Any cooking or just chilling?
I made some baked chicken, red beans, made a salad, and just pretty much chilled today. I kind of did a little bit of video editing. I'm going to upload a recipe tomorrow. And that's really it. I didn't really do too much today.
That's all right. I wasn't going to do anything, but I'm terrible, man. If it hits me, I have days that I don't do anything, but it hit me to I wound up changing my game up of what I was going to make for dinner to begin with, and I just switched over to good old Philly cheesesteaks. So I did a little bit of a video on that, spur of the moment, but they wound up turning out rocking. The only thing that I miss, like there's not pretty much, and you might appreciate this. There's pretty much nothing I can't do, you know, except for like maybe 5-star cuisine things of like, you know, using like the fumigators and stuff like that, but which I don't know how to use anyway. But I don't have anything seasoned. And today, when I talked about doing a good old Philly cheesesteak, you might even remember this too, that Philadelphia, when they make their rolls, they're using Philadelphia water. And a lot of times if you're making, thank you to fam, anytime, a lot of times when you see the guys up on the strip up on Philly making, they're taking water and squirting it into the cheesesteak. So even while they're cooking their cheesesteak, they're hydrating it.
Yeah, they're
With Philly water.
hydrating.
Yeah. And of course, their grills also have, they're seasoned. Some of their grills are 30, 50 years old. So I was saying that, like, a lot of times when you fall in love with a place that you like their food, you're almost falling in love with how seasoned is that fire pit for their pizza, or how seasoned is that grill. You know, they all have their own identity, for lack of a.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah, I agree. There's 2 places I could think of. One is Pat's Steaks. I've been to both Pat's and Geno's, but Pat's Steaks. And there's this other place called Nick's Roast Beef. It's in South Philly.
All right.
It's a little small hole in the wall place. It's been there for probably over 50 years. But those places right there, amazing food.
Yep. We have White Castle, right? You know, or White House in Atlantic City. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That place is known for, they got a certain, well, I think they actually have their rolls shipped down and from Philly, frozen. And by the time they get down there, they're gone. But I knew guys in Florida. I knew guys in Florida that tried to do hoagies and cheesesteaks, and they almost got everything right, but the roll. And the roll can even make a huge difference in, especially if you're used to it. I've seen people take a hunk of beef, you know, like the size of a pork chop, and put it on a bun and call that a cheesesteak.
No. Because the
Yes,
rolls,
they
especially
do.
for Omarosa's, man, go to Omarosa's early in the
Aversos?
morning. Man.
Yeah, you remember. You remember.
Hot bagels, hot rolls, everything.
Right? Right?
You pay $12.99
just
for a
stuff.
dozen, but that's okay. You wouldn't care. They're nice and hot.
No. Yeah, and they smell good. To be honest, in Wildwood, we used to have a bakery that was commercial. Took care of the boardwalk, took care of the restaurants because we in the '70s we were huge, and you could ride down Park Boulevard, and you could be 40 block back. You could be coming in the island, onto the island, and start smelling the bread being baked at the right time in the morning. It was amazing. It was amazing. So I did the cheesesteaks today. They wound up being really good. People smelled it. I dealt it, and that's about all. The other thing I did, I heard stuff with. Yeah, I think I said goodnight to Daryl. I hope I did. I remember everything. We were just talking before you got up that I remember the 9/11 thing, and today, just another stupid ass down in Texas goes off his whacker and rocker, whatever, and it's getting scary because it's getting more and more.
Yeah, it's sad when you're not even safe in church. That speaks volumes.
It does, and they had that before. We just had that in Virginia or something, or North Carolina. There was
North Carolina,
about a year.
The church shot up the church, killed all those people.
Oh, my
so
God. And he sat in the church.
Yeah, for a while. I don't get it.
And this is where I have to go with, what if somebody was just there and had their gun on them? Could they just have saved lives? But then it becomes a shooting match, so I don't want to get too much into it. But, man,
yeah.
I would be the first to pull mine out and shoot him. I
think they need to start having metal detectors at churches. And even though I don't agree with all the churches, because some of them are in there for self-gain, but just for the sake of the safety of the people, because they are a non-profit organization, I think that they should be provided with metal detectors, because nobody should feel threatened in their own place of worship. I mean, we're supposed to have freedom in this country, but now with every little thing we have to fear for our lives. It's wacky. You would think things would be getting better since the 60s, but it seems like, it maybe got better for a short period, but now it's like reversing back, but coming back 10 times worse.
Right.
I mean, you can't even leave your window open anymore without someone trying to rob your house.
I know. Green Bay says hello. I don't know if you saw that.
Hey, Green Bay Wacky.
He's in.
Oh, no, I'm not. I can't even see the screen.
No, I'll make sure I let you know. I got you back. Let's see where we're at here. Well, do you have a big work week coming up?
Oh man, that went down wrong. Nah, the only thing I got going on is just I gotta make 2 cakes this week, and I'm gonna be filming some more videos for this project that I'm working on. So I'm working on my main channel, and I'm working on my baking channel.
I got to get your link for your baking channel. Why don't I have that?
It's on my YouTube
I'll
channel.
get it.
It's on my YouTube channel. It's the first one up there. It says the sugary sweet. There's a picture of the cake. That's my baking channel. I just started it a couple of months ago.
Maybe that's why. I feel bad I don't have that.
No, I haven't really been promoting it as much as I should, but it's only because I just need a couple of more things, and then I'll be able to really get into in depth of what I need to for that channel.
Well, let's talk about. Let me see. Give me your area and what it's like compared to New Jersey now, so I get kind of a visual of what kind
Um,
of is it anything compared to us or completely different?
Completely different. It is complete opposite here. I'm in this town. I'm right here. Actually, I'm on the border of Harnett County. I'm here in a town called Spring Lake, and I am about 15-ish miles from Fayetteville, which is the
Okay.
capital of North Carolina, and it sits
Okay.
beside Fort Bragg. But my town here is very small. We have a lot of military in this town. Our only grocery stores here is Walmart and Food Line. Um, we have
All right. Well,
we have maybe one bar that I know of. We have a couple of few little restaurants here, and that's really it. Lots of churches here. Lots of churches. ABC store, which is our liquor. Yeah. So in Jersey, you could just go out and just go down the street and just walk in. There's like 15 liquor stores on one block. In Jersey. Down here, we don't have liquor stores. We have ABC stores, which is alcohol beverage control. So if you, in North Carolina, if you have certain types of alcohol, like exclusive rosé, and you get pulled over by the police, you're going to jail.
no way.
So if you have any type of alcohol that's not sold by a registered alcohol company in the states of, I think Virginia has ABC stores. I think somewhere in Virginia is where it starts.
Okay.
So in the states of like some parts of Virginia, the entire state of North Carolina, and maybe certain parts of South Carolina, they have some type of alcohol control company. But if you're caught with certain types of alcohol that's not
Ah,
sold in the state of North Carolina, you're going to jail.
I never
And
ever focused on that.
the only time you will really not really get in trouble is not really as tough is if you're driving down the highway. Let's say you're driving down the highway. You can say, "Hey, I'm just coming from New Jersey and I'm going to Florida." Then they can't really, screw with you. But if you're driving around town and this cop kind of like see you driving around, been watching you for a bit, they kind of know you're a local. So you get pulled over and then, you got this North Carolina license and this is your address, you're going to jail.
I
But that's one of those things that people who live in North Carolina don't know, because there are a lot of different little small laws that North Carolina keep their residents here very blind to. But I had no idea until one day I went to the liquor store when I came down here from Jersey and I was asking for all these types of liquor. She's like, "No, it's against the law to sell that in North Carolina." I was like, "Are you serious?" And it's something because of the taxes. North Carolina is
right,
only
right.
willing to pay so much on taxes, and they only allow certain things from certain countries, certain types of alcohol beverages from certain countries into North Carolina, because North Carolina has a cheap tobacco rate, so they try to keep their alcohol rate pretty cheap too. So
See, I never knew that.
it's crazy.
I should, but I don't. I didn't know it was
It's
that deep.
crazy. And the way I found that out was I went online. I said, "How can I open up a bar?" So you have to have a bartender's license. You have to have this other type of license that goes along with that, and then you have to have like this North Carolina Control Board license, and you have to go through the ABC company, and they distribute your business so much alcohol per so many amount of days or so many weeks.
Right, right.
And then you have to go to this whole course where they teach you like how to recognize if a person is basically annihilated or if they're high on something or whatever the case is, because if you're caught selling alcohol to a person that's drunk, you're going to jail. So if you go
No
to
ifs, ands, or buts.
no ifs, ands, or buts. If you go into the liquor store and the liquor clerk, like one time I went into a liquor store and I just smoked like 4 blunts. And she was like, "Have you been drinking?" And then, I'm stoned. And I'm like, "No." And she goes, "No, I can't sell to you. Have a good day, sir." Because you're already
And that was the
drunk.
name of that.
And that was the end of that. And there's a big
Wow.
sign on the wall, too, that tells you the clerk has the right to refuse service.
Wow.
It's very strict here. Oh, and then the liquor stores are closed on Sundays because of the churches. And then if a church is having a special revival or special service and the
Uh-huh.
ABC stores is so much feet from the church, they have to close at a certain time.
See, I totally forgot. And you know what? I had a lot of folks. A lot of my family was around Virginia, Maryland, like you said, the bases.
Mhm.
And I didn't put that together about. Pennsylvania. I thought Pennsylvania had ABC stores too.
No, because anytime I went to the liquor store in Pennsylvania, it was just some,
Okay.
no.
No. Okay.
But
But I
maybe,
see we don't have
yeah,
that here, so I never got a chance to. And I lived in New Orleans.
yeah,
I lived in Metairie, Louisiana, and there wasn't any of that down there either.
yeah,
So you're saying that you can go and pick up some vodka. It's just there's different vodkas they're not going to sell, and don't be caught with the one they're not selling.
yeah. Or if it might be
Okay.
some type of rum, or there's certain alcohols that's just illegal here. But I don't know them all off the top of my head. But on the ABC stores website, it's up there, and it tells you all the laws. And if you want to get a license to sell liquor or to have a liquor franchise, you got to pay like $25,000 for this, and then another $75,000 for that. It's very ridiculous here. And then, okay, so here's something. Our grocery stores here sells beer and wine,
Hmm.
and our pharmacies here sells wine and beer too, and cigarettes.
But none of ours do. That's
I
for
think
sure.
I think the only place that don't sell cigarettes is CVS. I think CVS is the only pharmacy here that don't sell cigarettes. And then they sell cigarettes in our Walmarts. You can go to the grocery store and get cigarettes, carton cigarettes. We have you can go to the gas station and buy cartons of cigarettes. Down here we pump our own gas.
Right. That I know.
I know some people are gonna laugh in the room about that, but I went when I first got to Jersey. Right, my friend was like, "I'm gonna get some gas," so I said, "Okay." So I grabbed the money. She said, "Okay, go in there and pay for it." I said, "Okay." So I went into the window, pay for it. So I went over to the pump, and she said, "What you think you're doing?" I said, "I'm at the pump the gas." She said, "You're gonna get arrested." I said, "What?" She goes, "No, you can't pump your own gas in New Jersey. It's against the
No.
law." I was like, "Are
Right?
you serious?"
Yeah, they get mad. Oh yeah. We're going
You
down
get
that
bad trouble.
it was bad. When I just went down to Florida and back, I had to re-get acquainted with, I
How
got
the
to go
gas supposed
in,
to
pay
work
for it, or
and
you
go
pay for
in
it
and
but you got to
yeah,
do the whole thing. You know how many people like don't know how to pump their own gas in Jersey?
yeah,
They're like, what? I got to what? Wait, where is the gas? Then they're starting to look for their gas. I mean, I do know, but I know plenty of people that I've seen them. Like, I can be in Pennsylvania and be visiting my aunt, and I will see people with Jersey tags walking around their car, looking
yeah,
for their gas tank. Right?
yeah,
Oh my God! And they're the same people that drive away with the thing stuck in their car, man. Oh, it's brutal. Oh, poor Jersey, man. We are so. I don't know why. We're the toughest state in the world, but man, we don't have to touch our gas. No,
and you
not at
know,
all.
really funny. I remember coming from Atlantic.
Do you see Michelle? Look, Michelle just put up that a carton or a pack of cigarettes, $23.50. Now that's Canada, but in Australia, it's $40. It's $1 a cigarette, and they have 40 cigs in one pack.
Wait,
$40.
she said it's $23 in Canada for a pack of cigarettes.
$23.50 in Canada for a pack of cigarettes. A pack.
Now,
Is that 20 cigarettes? Probably 20 cigarettes. But in Vinny G pulled up his pack of cigarettes, and think of like a pack of Newports, and double it.
Yeah.
He's got 40 cigarettes per pack, but they're $1 a piece, so it's a $40 pack of cigarettes in Australia. I can't believe that. There's
You-
no way I could afford to smoke.
You know how much I pay for a pack of Newports here in North Carolina?
What, $5? $4? $5?
I pay five.
We're $9 in Jersey.
$5.35. Oh yeah, I used to pay $9.73 for a pack at ShopRite. Every night
In
I would
Jersey.
get off for
There you
work and go into the liquor store ShopRite, and I give me a shot bottle, and I used to buy me a pack of cigarettes. And I used to, and man, you know what I used to do was get on the train, go to Philly. My friend would pick me up in Philly. I go to Levittown and go to Rite Aid, and I would buy my cigarettes from Rite Aid because cigarettes was only $5.80.
Right.
In Levittown, Pennsylvania, cigarettes are very cheap.
Levittown?
Levittown, yes.
Okay. Wow. Thank God I don't have to smoke regular cigarettes anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're now at like anywhere from $10 to $12 a pack in Jersey, if I'm not mistaken. Not quite sure, but they're up there still. They're definitely above $9. Native Canadian, don't hate me. I'm a nice Canadian. We don't hate Canadians. Why would we hate a Canadian? Come on. You got Canadian bacon. Come on. How could you hate Canadian bacon?
Which one, the meat or the movie?
Both.
Both is great.
Yep. Yep. I loved it, man. What were those two named?
Dan
Well,
Aykroyd and
yeah.
I can't think of the guy's name.
Keep your stick on the ice. That's awesome. So anyway, I would like to. I'm going to keep following you. I'm not going to stay up too much longer. Tomorrow. I got bush work to do. I got to chop up some more bush and logs and get it on a trailer.
Yeah.
Helping out a lady friend of ours. And it's the type of work I used to do too, but with my health and all, it's Mapleberry Farm. It's hard to do when your back has discs that slip out, but luckily I've gotten a lot more healthier. And it is, I much prefer to be out of the house and working than cooped up in the house and on a bed. So it's been exciting to get out. This whole summer actually was my first summer I didn't work in all my years. And I got mega time in with my children, really connected with my daughter. And we're inseparable to begin with, but had such a blast with them. So it was kind of a blessing in disguise that I got a chance to see my children before they're 18, 22, whatever. I still had one more little spurt with them where we went to the beach. I got a little time in to get exercised up and walking and vlogging, and I learned YouTube. Like, I guess it was, if it's October. So yeah, I got about 2 months under my belt. So I'm learning, and slowly but surely, I want to get better at it and get more adventurous with it. But for right now, I'm very happy. I'm stoked. The people I'm meeting, to be able to hang with you and chit chat about parts of Jersey or parts of Carolinas. I wasn't doing this time last year. To be up live streaming and seeing all the good people in the chat. I wasn't doing this a year ago. I should have been. I should have been doing this 6 years ago. I'd be in a different ball game. But God, our creator, or the spirit creator, or the all universal figure, said, go ahead and start it now. So this summer was kind of I changed gears a little in my life. It was cool. It was cool that way. I want to do it again. Are you cool if we're cool?
Yes.
Did you have anything else you wanted to talk about?
Oh no.
I just didn't. I'll be honest. I came up to do a few things just to test it out, and I swear you get to see all your friends come in, and all of a sudden the time goes. It's 11 o'clock. I thought it was like 9:30 when I even put the live up. So I'm glad we got our time in together, but I hope you stop back in, and I want to, continue this.
Yes, of
But
course. Anytime. Thank you for having
I still
me.
got a little prep stuff to do before I go to bed. So, Melanie, I thank you dearly. Missy was in there. I thank you guys for watching my back door. Thank the chatters. We had a lot of people stop in. That it's just good to see their faces and names. And of course, having you up, Chef. I want to do it again.
Yes.
Be all right with you?
Yes, that's fine.
All right.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you, Chef. All right,
All right.
everybody. I'm going to say good night. Thank you for hanging with me. Each time's going to get better and better. And anytime you get a chance to kiss, love, or hug a veteran, please do so. And it could be a cop or a fireman, but please do so. Hit some of them likes on the way out too. I could use it. All right. I love you guys.